is everyone doing? Happy pre-Memorial Day. I'm going to come on today and we're going to do a mango salsa. It is so good for grilling, especially if you're grilling fish. It's wonderful on, and I even found out that it is wonderful on hot dogs. Now, if your kids are eating the hot dogs, you'd want to cut the jalapeno pepper or just use a very small amount of it. But I'm going to make it today, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it on a hot dog, because your hot dog is salty, your mango salsa is sweet with a little heat, and it goes great together. All right, let me show you the ingredients. Now, the bell pepper, I'm only going to use half of. The onion, I'm going to only use half of because I have 2 mangoes. Now, anytime you want to increase your recipe, always increase the ingredients. But anyway, here we go. So I have 2 ripened mangoes, and you can see from the indentation that these mangoes are ripe. I have 1 large red bell pepper, which I'm only going to use half of it. I'm going to use half of this large jalapeno, and since I'll probably be the only one eating it, I'm going to keep some of the seeds in it. But if you don't want it spicy, take all the seeds out. Of course, you're going to have a red onion, only using half of this. And I'm going to use the whole juice of this 1 lime and some cilantro. Of course, I'm not using the whole bunch. I'll probably use half of this. But anyway, let me get all of this washed up, dried off, and then we'll start cutting for our mango salsa. For the mango, I use a small knife because I want you to get as close to the skin as possible, so you won't be taking all of your mango off. So use a small, sharp knife. You see how close to the skin I am? All right, I just wanted to show you guys that, because I know a lot of people cut a lot of their mango off when they're peeling it. And by the way, I washed off the mango, the jalapeno, the red pepper, and also the cilantro. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys this. Get as close to the skin as possible. Okay, let me show you this. I stand the mango up from the end of it and try to cut as close to the, I'm gonna say it's not a bone, the seed as possible. So let's go here, and please be careful with your hand. So just go down as close to the seed as possible. Okay, and then you'll still have a little meat. No, that's the seed. So we have nothing there, and we can, take this little bit off. But again, try to cut as close to the seed as possible. And you see I changed the knives, so I'm using a medium knife now. Just want to show you this quick little tip. Once you cut your mangoes off, you want to lay them flat on your cutting board. And you want to try to get them as even as possible. So just go down like this, because we're trying to get them into dices. Now every piece is not going to be perfect because we cut it from a different angle with the mango. I mean off of the mango. And they are a little slippery, so please be careful with your fingers. And make sure your knife is sharp. Okay. These will give you somewhat of your dices for the mango. I wanted to correct something, you guys, because the first time I showed you how to cut the mango, it was a little struggle. But let me show you this. So you're gonna go down like this, but you're going in a, especially when you get ready to cut them, go in a sawing motion like this. So use the very back end of your knife, and it's so much easier to cut it like that. And it went a lot faster. You see that? All right, so when cutting your mangoes, cut it in a sawing motion, and that way it will cut cleaner and cut faster. All right, I want to show you the bell pepper, the red bell pepper that we're now cutting up. You see this slice here? So you're going to take your bell pepper, you're going to stand it up on this side, and you're just going to cut. Okay, you see that? And I said I was only going to use half. I'm going to use it all. So just stand it up. Wow, knife got a little dull that fast. And just cut from this side. Come on, knife. Okay, and cut close to this. So that way, all you have left is this. Now you could cut this off and use it, and maybe freeze it and put it in a soup, but I'm not going to do that. All right, now let me get a smaller knife, and we're going to take this membrane. And we're going to do it like we did the mango. We're going to turn it upside down. Can you see that? All right. We're going to turn it upside down. And let's do this motion again. We're trying to square it off so where we can get dices. Yep. I'm going to have to get me a better knife because this one is already dulling. And I just really cut the mango. Okay, again. Take it, line them up. Can you see that? And just do your sawing motion to get them into your dices. This is the proper way. It's just my knife is a little dull. Well, it's kind of cheap, so you know what you expect. But if you have a really good sharp knife, just go into your sawing motion and cut your bell pepper. Yeah, this cheap Walmart knife. I gotta get me some better knives. Now sometime I heard, so we're gonna try it another way. But these are your little dices. You do not want them big. See? Okay, these are pretty good. So I can just put those in here. Now I was told this, so we're going to try this to see if this worked better. Okay, again, let's take the membrane out. Don't want that little white part in there. Okay, I'm using this with a little knife. Now I was told if you cut it from the skin side, not the skin side, the membrane side, it's a lot easier to cut. So let's see if that's true. Even with a dull knife, that is true. So cut it from inside of the membrane instead of inside of the skin. which will make it much easier. All right. Oh yeah, this is a lot easier. So again, cut it from inside the membrane and not on the outside of the skin. All right, just wanted to show you that. That looks a whole lot better. So let me correct it. I am only going to use half of it. You see, that is plenty with the two mangoes. So only use half of the red bell pepper. Okay, I finished the mango salsa. Oh my God, it is so good. And make sure to this you add 1/3 teaspoon of salt. It really brings out the flavor. So I'm going to let it sit in the refrigerator for about 30 to 45 minutes. Then I will come back with the finished product and presentation of the mango salsa. Also, you guys, the mango salsa is really great with homemade tortilla chips. Get you some flour tortillas, cut them in 4 ways, you know, like the chips, fry them, take them out, drain the grease, and sprinkle salt on them. That way you can control the salt instead of buying them in a package. And this is so freaking awesome also with homemade chips.